Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, That Goat Metal Show. On today, Friday, April 22nd, 2022. Hope everybody's doing good on today. It's nice day here in New York. Day that we've been waiting for. Spring came mad late. Alright? And, went out, did a few things. Got to enjoy a little bit of the day. So I hope whoever's living in this area, I hope they're enjoying the day as well. I got to go and visit my grandkids today. I hadn't seen them in so long. It was just so good to see them. Uriah, Julian, love you very much. Grandpa's so happy to see you guys. Okay. Got some things to discuss. We got some shows coming up. Some news. First and foremost, I want to thank my man Richie Delgado, the silent producer, for always providing me with some of the extra scoops that's going on out there. Without Richie, I'm always going to give Richie his props. I've invited Richie to actually do his own segment on That Goat Metal Show one day. Hopefully he'll get a chance and he'll put something together and you guys can meet the silent producer, Richie Delgado. All right? First and foremost, let's just give props to two albums that's celebrating their 30th anniversary. Okay, first one is Obituary, The Incomplete, which was the third album that Obituary came out with after Cause of Death. It was I would say it's somewhat of a landmark album for that. I mean, the Cause of Death, to me as a fan, it's still their greatest album that they've ever made. Hands down. Having James Murphy on that album doing the leads, I think it just signified Obituary to me, and it gave it a sound that was just phenomenal. That whole album, front to back, even the cover of Circle of the Tyrants is beyond. It's just beyond. But Incomplete was a great album. It kind of pushed Obituary to the front of being a little bit more recognized in the death metal genre as far as other genres are concerned. It was always Obituary, Death. At this point, Cannibal Corpse was already getting big. It's a good album. Not one of my best Obituary albums by far, but it's a very good album. And it should be celebrated, all right? And then the second band celebrating their 30th anniversary, which to me, and I've simped over this album for so many years, is Malevolent Creations' Retribution. Okay, I feel, and of course, many could debate with me. It's just my feeling, my opinion. It's not the word of the metal gods, just how I feel. When I think of the best death metal album ever made, it is Retribution. I just feel like the whole album itself, it was just the way it was made, the way the music was put together, the lyrics, everything, the drumming, the guitar, the vocals, everything in that album is perfect. It's a perfect death metal album, and they've been, they went through a lot of different changes over the years. Unfortunately, the death of Brett Hoffman is, still hurts. But we got my man Ryan in there, who's filling in now. He's the new singer, Malevolent Creation. They're touring right now. They had a show recently. Wednesday, I think they had a show here in Brooklyn. Fortunately, I couldn't make it out there. It would have been nice, to go out there and check it out. But, I gotta work, and when we have weekday shows, I'm not that young kid who could just go to a show, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, wake up at 6, 7 o'clock, take 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and go to work the next day. I have to get my sleep. All right, but two great albums celebrating 30 years. Thank you for for those great albums, Obituary, Malevolent Creation. Okay, speaking of tours, Anthrax announced a big tour that they got coming. They're gonna, I guess it's an arena tour. Anthrax, Black Label Society, and Hatebreed. All right. That's a pretty good bill. It's a good show. especially in an arena to hear great bands playing. If you got up and coming metalheads who are just getting into certain music, it's a good show to take them to so they could enjoy it. Hey, Anthrax is celebrating their 40th anniversary, and it's a good show to check out. I think they're going to be coming over here. I forgot when. I think it's like August or so. They're going to be playing in Brooklyn. More than likely it's the Barclays Center, I believe, if it's in Brooklyn. So, hey, if you've never seen Anthrax live, always a great show live. Always a great show live. So, Hatebreed, another great band that's going to open up and pretty much destroy everything for Black Label Society. Hey, whatever. Merciful Fate announced after 23 years they're going to be performing, they're going to be touring. Which kind of, threw me off guard because I know King Diamond was working on his new album. So, I don't know if this was just something just for them to do. Maybe it's, the anniversary of, I think, is this the 40th anniversary of Melissa? Yeah, I think it is. So, maybe it's in that same vein. That's why they're touring. 23 years ago, I did get to see them perform. It was a Halloween show, which I'll probably in the near future I'm going to discuss because I have a segment that I want to do, which of course was the idea of the silent producer Richie. I got a lot of credit to my man Rich. I'll get to it soon, but let me just finish up what I got over here. We'll just keep going. Also, George Fisher, Corpse Grinder. Okay. Looks like he's making some news and some headway. Besides the fact of his room of what's been going on with the drama between him and the guy 6 feet under and all this nonsense that's been going on with Chris Barnes. I'm just happy to say there's some good stuff with him. He, I guess, was getting on. I don't think, I guess he was checking about his weight and his health, which was good. Look, I think I've mentioned this before. We get to a certain age now, like we got to start looking at certain things. I've been trying to cut down on certain things myself, even though sometimes I have no choice. But I love beer, so I do cut down. I did lose a few pounds. We get to a certain age, we just got to try to maintain a certain weight and try to keep things at a level. We got to look at all our things, and it is what it is, man. We get older, it's just what we got to do. So he did Weight Watchers. Who would have thought? And him doing Weight Watchers, he lost 50 pounds. Right? A lot of props to him, man. A lot of props, and you can see it. There's a big difference, and the way he is. You can see he looks a little bit more slimmer, and maybe the neck is not as big, but but a lot of props to him, man. Look, more health, and if it works for you, stick with it, brother. I'm happy to see that, you're trying to maintain yourself, and I hope that a lot of the other guys in the genre who are already getting of age, realize that. I mean, look, you live a certain lifestyle, you're having so much fun and you're putting so much things in your body, and then all of a sudden things start to catch up. And you want to keep living. You got family, you got kids, grandkids. You want to live. To see that and see them grow, see them flourish, see see everything transpire. But let's see what happens, man. More props to Corpse Grinder for losing that 50 pounds and another 50 pounds down the way. I hope everything goes well, man. Just don't go looking like some weird crackhead. We don't need that. Okay. All right. Last but not least. Okay, my man Rich told me about a segment I should have done a while back, and I just said, what, I'm gonna do these in little portions because I don't have everything, but I got some of the stuff. So I'm gonna go with he wanted me to do about we save a lot of things from our past. So ticket stubs from old shows was one of the things that I was that we did. And it was just good that we did that. I mean, there's some ticket stubs that I wish I still had that I couldn't find. Like, I went to go see Judas Priest with Anthrax and not with Anthrax, with Megadeth and Testament. That was such a great show. My Clash of the Titans ticket I can't find. There's certain shows that I've been to that were great shows. Iron Maiden. I can't find them. I don't know what happened to those ticket stubs. I know I had them, but I guess I didn't secure them the right way, so I got to go with some of the ones I have. Okay? So, we'll start off first with, this was, I believe, March 14th, 1992, at the Ritz, the Hangman's Ball. Now, the ticket stub is a little bit, you know, I don't know if you can really see it through the light. It's a little faded. Okay? 1992, me, Rich, his cousin Tony, I had the pleasure of going to this show, and Nuclear Assault was the headlining band. Okay? Which was kind of messed up because basically every band opening up that show was all pretty much death metal bands. I got to see Malevolent Creation was touring for Retribution, Cannibal Corpse played, Brutal Truth, Grave, Demolition Hammer, Immolation. It was just a slew of great death metal bands playing. And, what made me feel bad was, Nuclear Assault was a great thrash band, but all of these were basic up-and-coming great death metal bands at that time, and you just had like a death metal crowd. So when Nuclear Assault closed out that show, man, I mean, a lot of people left. I like Nuclear Assault. I watched the shows, I just felt so bad because it was such a packed place for all these bands. And then here go Nuclear Assault and everybody just left. I thought that was really fucked up. I don't know who thought about that show and let Nuclear Assault headline that show, but it was just fucked up. I really did. Then the following week, I think it was March 21st, I believe it was, kind of faded date, but it was somewhere a week later. I went to go see the return of SOD, right? Stormtroopers of Death, okay? And, who opened up that show? Oh, it was, I think it was Agnostic Front. Yeah, it was Agnostic Front and Morbid Angel, right? Was it Morbid Angel? I got to talk to Rich about that. I know Agnostic Front did open up. I'm not. It was just a weird openings because it was like some good bands opening up for them. But Agnostic Front was definitely one of them. I'll talk to Rich. Rich could confirm it, or if not, confirm it in the comments for me, Rich, if you see this, okay? I'm not sure who the other opener was, but I know Agnostic Front was definitely one of them. And this right here, if I'm not mistaken, there's an actual video called Live in Budokan. That was actually that show, okay? If you watch that show and you see it, you can understand how crazy that was. That was a fantastic show. Fantastic. Okay, and I had a great time. Then what we got here, April 22nd, which was, oh wow, this is already an anniversary one. This is 30 years ago, exactly 30 years ago. Okay, 1992. We went to the Paramount Theater in Madison Square Garden to see Skid Row. The reason why we went to see Skid Row was because Pantera opened up for them. All right. This is when Pantera was already getting that push. Vulgar Display of Power came out, and I believe Skid Row was in the same record label as Skid Row. And it was an arena show, so they put Pantera in there. And basically, the part was that Pantera had a nice crowd in there, but Skid Row played, man. It was like, why even bother? I mean, they did have a good, Skid Row had a pretty good set. I mean, it was good, for what it was. But I thought the thing that I thought was cool at the end of the show was that Scott Ian and then Pantera came back on stage and they ended up doing Kiss songs, which I thought was pretty cool. That was really cool. All right, that was actually really, really cool. Okay, then we got July 22nd, 1992, the Ritz. Ritz was a place to play great shows. Got to go see Obituary. Okay? Got to see Obituary. They were touring for The Incomplete. Okay? And I can't remember who the openers were for this show at all. Rich, if you're watching this, I remember I remember seeing Obituary play because it was the seeing them up close. It was just fantastic. I can't remember who opened up for them. But, if you remember, man, let me know. That was a fantastic show. Okay? Then we go. September 4th, 92. touring by themselves at the Roseland. Pantera. All right. And that was it was great. If I remember correctly with this show, we ran into some people outside the show. I think we ran into Biohazard and stuff. And, you know, they were cool. We had a good time. Fantastic. I can't even remember who opened up. I think Crowbar opened up for them. You know, I think they did. I think it was Crowbar. I forgot who else, but let me know, Rich. Rich remembers pretty much everything with that, man. I gotta give him a lot of credit with that. And then one of the last tickets I have in 1992. We're going over everything 30 years now. Which was my first time experiencing Suicidal Tendencies, but they opened up for Megadeth at the Ritz. Okay, and this was it was fantastic. I got to see Suicidal. It was like the first and only time I got to see was Suicidal. I never got a chance to see them again. This was so it was just fun. I was a big fan of Lights Camera Revolution when that album came out. So to see them live was just fantastic. So great time. So all right, that's pretty much it right now, guys. I hope you guys liked that little segment. Some of that reminiscing those shows. Anybody who was at those shows, please give me a comment, and let me know what's up. And maybe some stuff I don't remember. But it was great reminiscing. The next episode, I'll go through the other ones and we'll just turn it into a reminiscing thing. All right. Let me know what you think. All right, guys. That's it right now. Let me know what you think. Please like and share. And also, don't forget, I have a merch store over on Facebook. This Sith Lords merch. This is one of them right here. You got yours truly right here. The Sith Lord is a metalhead. Right here, I got other shirts. I got shirts for that Goat Metal Show. I got different shirts. Just go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you like. My man Rich is one of my models in there, so you can see the shirts on them. They look great, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. That's it for right now. This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show. Stay brutal.